Yeah, see, and then another thing that's really key is selling. That you have to sell what's going on. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And you said how many matches have you had? You had two matches already, right?
This was technically my second match. I did one
Yeah.
match before, and that first match was really I came in on a hot tag.
Mm,
So this was the first time I really was in the ring, taking bumps and selling. So I like I said I it's funny you mentioned that because I remember a few years back. It was my
mm,
first job in Alabama. There was a guy I used to work with, and he did this morning show. But in a previous life, he had met a whole bunch of wrestlers like Ric Flair and Honky Tonk Man,
mm.
and I would just go around playing pranks on folks. Like if someone opened the door, I'd like run in the door and be like, "Hi." Like I would sell it. And
Yeah,
then, right before I think I left, they got rock bottom, man. Right
that's
before I
lit.
left, he said, "Hey, man, have you ever thought about professional wrestling?" And I said, um, "Not, not really. Like I've always wanted to do it, but never took the time to dedicate myself to it." But he
Mm.
said, the way you know how to sell is the first step. So that's kind of where I got that craft from. Even though I'm still raw when it comes to taking bumps,
Mm.
um, I understand the value of selling.
Yeah, it's so much, and it's not like selling goes into so much than just like saying "ow." You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Selling comes to the point like when we first got to the like out the curtain, we're
yeah,
already selling. You know, it starts as soon as you start walking.
right,
Everything is a sale. From the time the way you walk, selling, the way you punch, the way you everything, the way you sell, because you're selling yourself to the people. They're the
right,
only way that we can get this over is if they believe, and they have to believe in you. They have to believe in us that we can get the job done, and they got to believe in them that they're gonna get beat up and
right.
lose. You know, so
And
something.
in this match, we're good guys. So you got to show you're good guys. They kind of have to take a beating so the crowd can be
Mhm.
invested when they come back and they win.
Yep, it's just
Spoiler
simple
alert.
math.
Right.
It's simple math. But a lot of the guys now, like wrestling right now, is in my opinion, a lot of people probably like, Jon'tae, you know what you're talking about. But like, it's so insulting because
Yeah.
they don't even tell you like right here. It's probably one of my favorite um exchanges because I did the whole bip thing, but it was still like, first of all, everybody knows we don't like each other.
Right. Hey, real quick, because I gotta go back. I gotta go back, and I gotta show when Johnny and Marquise, and the rookie was coming out and
Mhm.
you know trying to impose his will, trying to get the referee out of there, saying that we were cheating, which we weren't. But if you look over on the right side of this, right there, you got Johnny. That was like I was really gasping for air. I thought I was like, hey, like I was really choking up. I was really choking up, and I was like,
Yeah. But but I'm gonna be real
so
with you too, bro. I was gassed. Like
yeah,
a lot of folks don't even they were probably like, nah, you wasn't gassed. I'm like, bro, you serious? That
yeah,
it's all about pacing and timing, and you got to know where you are in the ring to be able to catch your breath with certain things. You know what I mean?
right.
Like all that matters for sure. But right here, this is probably one of my favorite spots. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Boom, we
Now
doing our thing.
this is when me and Rob were just watching you guys. We were just watching you guys. You got our look. The camera guy, our camera guy, our photojournalist from Fox Two. He was in the background. He was just watching you guys. I think that whole time we were just watching you guys, make magic.
Mm. Yeah, it was. This was, and that's what I'm talking about. And everything that we did, literally, in that little exchange, people was like, they was
Right.
ready for it, And it's just people want what they want. Oh, look at this, it's hurt. I ain't gonna lie. Ooh,
So I meant to ask you about that. Did you mean to fall in the ring or did? how did that feel, man?
Man, it was terrible. I just, got caught up on the ropes. Like that's really all I can say.
I
I kind of overshot a little bit, but yo, that's me. I can't even,
it is what it is, man.
Yeah, right, it is what it is.
It is what it is. So the rookie in here, and so at this time, the ref that was in the beginning of this match, he gets handcuffed by the rookie.
Mhm.
And
It's
so,
just one big sabotage. Like
right.
yeah.
So, and here's the thing about this is, the rookie apparently got mad at me for coming to you and Joseph and your tag team partner, Spirit of Detroit, by the way. So he got mad at me for coming to you guys, or you guys helping save me instead of coming to him. And so we had a little beef right there. And so he tried to come in and try to take over the match. And eventually he gets his comeuppance. But for the here and now, we were just trying to get you back into the match because you fell out of the ring. Oliver had you in a sleeper hole. We can't lose you, man.
Nah, I'm still here, man. One thing about me, I'm a fight. I'm a keep coming for sure. I'm gonna definitely keep coming. Oh man, like this is honestly one of my favorite matches. I've been wrestling for like 18 years now, and yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite matches for sure. Because I appreciate what we did. I appreciate the fact that y'all trusted me enough to, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, we got it, let's go. That means a lot to me because it was kind of like the first time that a company really took a shot on me and was like, all right, go out there, kid, figure something out and do something.
For sure.
So
let me ask you this: what got you into wrestling? As Johnny is choking you there on the ropes.
Right, as I'm getting choked. What got me into wrestling really was Jeff Hardy at first. I grew up a real big Jeff Hardy fan for sure, but I didn't even like wrestling at first. I thought it was like the corniest stuff that I had to actually like watch it. I did, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought wrestling was whack. I'm like, what is this, man? Because my cousin really was the one that was really into wrestling at first, and I wasn't. I was into like other things. But then I looked at it one day and I started playing the game. And I was just like, no, this is kind of sweet. I didn't realize the effect wrestling was and how deep it can get you when it pulls you in. It was a connection that I had that I didn't really know that I had there with wrestling.
Right.
And you can only feel that when you watching somebody that you're like really truly invested in. And I remember some of the guys that I first watched, like even when I didn't know nothing about wrestling, there was Jeff Hardy and The Rock and stuff like that. Yeah. But when I really got into it was when I was watching guys like Eddie Guerrero, John Cena, and stuff like that, because it was an actual relationship I had with those guys. Like I was like, yo, my guys are out here,
right?
Like, let's go. And that's that effect wrestling has on you for sure if you do it right.
Speaking of guys, Rob just came through, taking Father Marquise off the turnbuckle.
Threw him up out of there.
Look, man, Rob knows his spots. He knows where to be. He knows how to disrupt things because they had you on the table. They really wanted.
I'm still trying. I'm trying to help us out, y'all. I'm just in a predicament right now.
And to go back to what you were saying, I think it definitely, when you have that connection with somebody, and they can tell a story, and that's the thing. Like you said, you're a performer. Rob and I, we're performers too.
Absolutely.
And it's just in a different kind of format. But when you're in the ring, you're performing. And if you have that passion for performance, I think everything else kind of comes to you like that.
It does. And I'm definitely a hip hop head. Like I grew up listening to like my favorite artists were real life performers. You know, because when you're not of course they're rapping and stuff like that. When they go out there and they perform, like they on stage, like it's crazy what they can have some of the audience do and how invested those audience are invested in them. Like
Right.
I was watching some performance with Pac and Nas and all these other guys, stuff like that. And when you genuinely feel where they coming from, bro, like it's no better feeling than that because your audience is what you really doing all this for. And I really perform for the people. Like I really
Right.
do. You know, I really take what I do serious, and I hope that every time I'm in there, the people feel where I'm coming from. Like that's the whole purpose of doing it.
What is your impression of the the wrestling culture in Metro Detroit? And I want you to look at Rob here.
Rob came through.
He took the
Let's
internet
go.
championship and he blasted Father Marquise. So here, like I said, I told you the rookie was going to get his.
Finally.
So he got his. Now it's just a matter of trying to get the referee back in there. But I forgot what I was going to ask. I'd asked you. Yeah. So this my man.
Yeah, man, leave it to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give us some moments. And that's
Right.
what I'm saying. I'm gonna give us some moments, bro.
That was the moment right there. This is crazy, guys. I was in disbelief. I
I
couldn't believe
see.
it, man. But yeah, so when you perform it, you performed all over Metro Detroit. What is this crowd like?
The crowds, I mean, a lot of people would sit here and think that wrestling has a boom period, and it's not in its boom period at all. It's just not. But as far as like the metro area and stuff like that, you got casual fans and you have hardcore fans. The hardcore fans are gonna pull up at the show for sure. So you don't really have to worry about them. Like
Yeah.
it's cool, but it's a culture of smart mark culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be in the bubble to actually know.
Speaking of
And
performances, you see Rob over there trying to. He hit Chuck Cole in the back. And I'll go back. I'll run. Let me run that back because you see he's building the crowd up.
yeah, absolutely. And
So
he's
he's like, "Should I
pausing,
do it?
right.
Should I do it?"
And they, man, listen to him. They want him to do it.
And then and then Chuck kind of no sold it.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob's like, "Hey, he's doing." I was expecting him to drop on his knees and do the Ric Flair, like, no.
That was beautiful. That was really like crowd knowing where you are in the arena. That's
Right.
what I loved about it. Everybody knows. You know what I mean? And you got it was beautiful. I had no complaints for this dude.
So then the so this was the setup here. We had to finish him off right here, man.
Yeah, we got the momentum now.
We had him, and then the ref is just like, all right, well,
hey. Like, count, ref. Let's go.
You come through with the Jeff Hardy Swanton. We had to get Rob here.
Finish him up.
1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about, man.
They erupted, man. They erupted. And look at us, you know what I mean?
Honestly, like I said, one of the best feelings I've ever had in my entire life. It was a rush, man. From start to finish. Even though I got gassed in the beginning, I got a second win, and we put it together. We got the win, man. I know you were tired because you carried us for most of the match.
Man, I did what I could, man.
Those guys went night, man. So, hey, look, man, I appreciate it. Let people know where they can find you, the social media, in the ring, wherever.
For sure. Before I do that, thank you again too, Brandon. You know what I'm saying? When you do bring your folks there, tell them come find me. I'm gonna make sure that they have a good time. Absolutely, but
for sure.
And y'all, really, I'm just on Facebook right now. I was really taking a whole social media break from like everything, so I'm just on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook, Jon'tae Keith and whatnot, and yeah, I'm a real low key type of dude. To be honest with you, I only perform for this time to perform.
I hear you, man. Hey, much continued success, and look forward. You got a new fan over here. Well, you've had a fan, But you got a fan
Thank
over
you,
here,
bro.
and hopefully, people watching this can become fans too if they're not already.